Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Gaplin TR5 Hyrule, who wanted the Eyezack as the Pokemon Orbeetle. I think the color scheme worked out pretty well. The layout worked fairly well, I think. I didn't have any camo schemes with symmetrical spots on the dome, the way the ladybug-like spots on the Orbeetle would work, but I just went with the closest camo I could get, and just rolled with it. And the Eyezack itself is a fairly ubiquitous 400 to 500 mobile suit with the ability to mark targets and also level 2 stealth. So fairly rare to see a support with stealth. And yeah, just marking the entire enemy team as best I can, and there's like 3 people on me, so it's the usual start where the rest of the team is having a 4-on-2 fight, while the enemy team has a 3-on-1 fight. So, yep, got the downswing, and time to just drop down here. I have stealth, so if I can get away, that's great, but kind of just marking things as I go to do the best I can do. I think, yeah, that's got to be a full armor slave wraith because it's got the camo ability and it's got a giant Gatling on its back. There's not much else that meets those requirements. So, yeah, luckily my team has shown up here. That's good. Trying to land some shots, but in absence of landing the shots, I will make the markings so that they can get that little bit of extra damage. Let's see, that Gym 3 is nearly dead. I ran out of grenades and beams. I went with the beam rifle instead of the, honestly, quite superior machine gun, because it seems like the Orbeetle has a lot of beam-based moves possible for it, so it just seemed like it made sense. I have not played a game that the Orbeetle is in, so let's see, the last Pokemon I think I played and not all the way through was Pokemon Black, so it's been a good while. 5.5 minutes left. We are pretty well dead even, like they're 40 points ahead, which is not much at all. Let's see, mark the G-Line standard, stun the G-Line standard, knock down the G-Line standard, now it's time to shoot someone else. That is a Zuda F, which I missed. And luckily, I correctly predicted that it was going to melee me and smack me. I tackled it. I was hoping to tackle into the full armor slave race so it would stop shooting me. But I'm calling for help even though there's only one other person here. That's kind of foolish, I suppose, but could definitely use the help if anybody can actually spawn in, which like 2 people can. At the same time, I do understand why nobody wanted to spawn in, because that would have been like, what, 3-on-5, 2-on-5? Yeah, I get it. So, it's never fun to be on the receiving end of that when you're the one person getting gunned down by the entire enemy team, but that's pretty much this game. It's at some point, at some point you're going to reenact the opening part of RoboCop, and you are unfortunately going to be Alex Murphy. But let's see, we're about 1,300 points behind now, which again, not very much, especially for this early in. And I'm just waiting for a good opportunity to spawn my mobile suit. I was hoping to get a stun grenade in on that Zuda F. Don't have the range as a pilot to get all the way over there. My throwing arm is not that good. So, back in my mobile suit, I think we've got an opportunity to make up some of this point differential here. Matter of fact, we've gotten most of it, so that is a prototype Gundam, I think. It's also quite dead, and now we're ahead, so nice. And moving forward, gotten back with the team, which is not a bad place to be. The Eyezack can sneak around, but to be honest, a lot of stealth mobile suits can do just as well, like staying with the team and being around the corner where nobody can see you and just waiting for an opening. And that's kind of where I was at with this. We are exactly 50 points ahead. That Proto Gundam is going to go for me. I'm probably going to, sending for help. I'm sending for help a lot more than I have lately, just because I think I got a couple of fairly responsive teams. Generally, I don't... Okay, got him, nice. Generally, I don't call for help as much anymore, just because I'll call for help like once or twice in the round, and if nobody shows up, then I'll just skip it. But like I said, I had a couple of decently responsive teams I seem to recall, so I was calling for help a little bit more than usual. And, it worked out because I got the help, and now we're ahead. So, Red Rider's heading out for whatever that enemy is, so I'm going with, but I have a feeling that most of the enemy team is going to be dealing with the other, like, one person we left by themselves, so might not be necessary, but okay, it's the Slave Wraith, because we've got, 4 friendly dots here, no unfriendlies, so that's one thing that could be, and it's dead. So now I can make a scan, and we can figure out where the rest of the team is. Rest of the team, I may have been a little bit optimistic in saying they were all focusing down the one straggler, because it looks kind of like they were all too spread out to do that, so that happens. We've got a minor lead, which that bomb will, blow up. But we'll have to just keep fighting, because if they're spread out and we're even somewhat focused, we've got an advantage. See, missed the Gem 3 with my grenade, spreading out some because of the support fire. Didn't quite shoot the Gem 3 out of the air, but was able to follow with a downswing. Marked it, slashed it, got out of the way of my teammates. And, if we can kill this person and then move on to some other, isolated people, we can definitely keep our lead even with a bomb. Got the assist on that. We've got a 1,500 point lead. It's really only going to take one more kill to keep us ahead of the enemy team. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. 5 seconds. Yeah, the bomb's definitely going off. And I didn't realize that person was behind the next set of buildings. It's a G-line standard. I have beamed it. I have stabbed it. I did get the damage, so even though it rolled, and that's fine by me. I should have moved in, because I think it only has a single dodge roll, so I should have just closed and tried to stab. But it also has a single shot stunning rifle like I do, so instant stun beam rifle is frequently bad news when you're up close. Of course, I have an EPAC and they have a heat, so they could overheat it. That person is nearly dead. And they're dead. I got the assist, which actually, since we're trying to make up points, is better. I should have just let the other person take it, but unfortunately the enemy team finally managed to isolate and kill one of us, and we do not have time to reach the other side. So it's just going to be, a close loss. But I think the colors worked fairly well, and I think I was fairly effective, so we'll go with it. Yeah, I'd say fairly effective. I swept everything but top score. 840 assists, 78,000 damage, 1340 was my score, and only 1 kill and 2 deaths. So, yeah, if I'd gotten a slightly better ratio on that, we probably would have won. But, oh well. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more, so until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! And sometime soon, Hryaru has a very big request I'm going to be working on. I'm going to give it my best shot, but we'll see how that comes out.